Welcome to week 10. Yay! I'm looking at myself here in the video, and I feel like I look smaller than I do in the mirror. So, I don't know. You might have seen my dog. She won't leave me alone, so she's going to be in my video with me this week. Her name is Laika. Anyways, it is week 10, and I'm going to get straight to the numbers because most of this video is going to be me showing the food that I eat now, and I'm going to show a recipe at the end of this for some soup that's only 20 calories a serving. That's something that I've been eating. Last week, which was week 9, I lost 1 pound. I was a little bummed out at first. It was during my period, so I know I was probably retaining water weight, so I just, figured I would lose more the next week, which I did. This week, I lost 4.5 pounds, which brought me down to 179.5 pounds. It's been a very, very, very long time since I was in the 170s, so that's pretty cool. I'm 39.5 pounds from my goal weight, which is kind of insane to me. I had no idea that I would lose this quickly. I'm not complaining. I hope it keeps going this well, but it kind of makes me think I'm probably going to get below my goal weight. She's such a baby. I had picked my goal weight because when I was in high school, I lost some weight. And I ate really healthy. I ran 2 miles a day. I was in track, tennis, ski club, band. I was very active, and I could never get below 140. So I figured that was probably kind of like a happy set point for my body. So right now I'm 39.5 pounds away from that. But I think because I'm losing so quickly, I might actually go a little bit lower. So, I won't know until I get there. What else? I read a book this week. It's called Half-Assed, a weight loss memoir by Jeanette Fulda. It was pretty good. I got a little bit bored in the second half of it because I think she gets a little bit distracted from the topic, and she's talking about blogging and her social interactions and stuff like that. And like I said, it was a little bit boring because I felt like it was sidetracked. But overall, the book was a good book. What else am I reading? I'm reading a book called Think Smart, but I didn't buy it. I've just been reading it at the bookstore because I'm cheap like that. And one of my goals in getting surgery was to make my mind and body more in sync with each other. And this book is talking about how what we eat affects our brain. It affects our body, so of course it affects our brain. And the guy is saying don't eat processed foods, trans fat, hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated fat because they clog the arteries in our brain and in our heart. So that made a lot of sense to me. But yeah, so I'm reading a book that's definitely talking about one of my goals of making my mind and body more as one, which is what they should be in the first place. What else? As far as eating, I've been doing pretty good. My friend came up for a week from Atlanta, and I think he has a tapeworm because he just eats and eats and eats and eats and never gains weight, which is totally opposite of me before surgery. So I was eating a little bit more while he was here, and there are probably a handful of times where I ate too much and I hurt my stomach. It doesn't take much. It's like one bite over, and it hurts. So, and also, I had sushi a couple times, and the last time I had it, I think it awoken my carb monster. My carb monster is this little thing that lives inside my brain, and when he has carbs, he goes crazy and he craves more. So anyways, my poor little baby, I don't know what she's doing. Yeah, so anyways, I ate a little bit too much a few times and made my stomach hurt, but I'm not beating myself up over it. In the past, that probably would have been my breaking point, and I would have been like, oh god, and ate a bunch of food and went off and gained all my weight back. So, but I can't do that anymore because I had the surgery, and that was another point of the surgery. So far, so good. It's working for me. And I'm going to end here so I can get to the food. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Here's something very yummy I've been eating. And to spruce it up a little, sounds gross, but I squeeze on a little bit of lime before I eat it. And the sweet and the sour work together so you don't get that bitterness from the lime, but it's very good. Try. Okay, and here is another fruit I like to eat, bananas. I have cut this one in half. I'm going to peel it. And I stick on a little shish kebab type deal. Wrap it in aluminum foil. And then I stick it in the freezer just like that. And after it's frozen, you take it out, and it's really good. It's like I eat it instead of ice cream. Here are the soy proteins that I use most often. I try not to use whey protein because when I used it in the past, it made me kind of itchy. I don't know if I would still get that response, but I've just stuck with soy. This one here is from GNC. It is chocolate flavored, and you get 25 grams of protein and 5 grams of carbs per scoop. And I don't know if you can read this. It's 130 calories, and I mix that with a cup of milk. This one here, it's Kashi Go Lean Protein. 29 grams of protein per serving, 7 grams of fiber. This one, the calories are a little higher. It's 220, and the carbs are pretty high on this one. It's 29 carbs. I don't watch carbs. I know some people do. What I do, though, is I stick to the GNC protein on the days I'm not working out. I think my dog wants to say hello. Hey, Leica. Hi, babies. And I stick with the GNC one on the days I'm not working out, and I use the Kashi ones on the day I am working out since it does have more carbs. Here's my other baby. Oh, look at that bad baby. Tinky. Oh, hey, baby. Alright, let's get in the bottom drawer of my fridge. I have 2 different kinds of shirataki noodles. These ones are tofu shirataki, and these ones are yam noodles, but they're also called shirataki noodles. You may have seen I'm Skinny Inside's video where she used these to make baked spaghetti. I do like these, however, I feel like these taste more like spaghetti. They do have calories. It's 20 calories per serving. It says 3 carbs and 2 grams of fiber. Like I said, these ones really taste more like spaghetti noodles, so I like that. And I did try the recipe that I'm Skinny Inside made. Here's what's left over of my baked spaghetti. Looks kind of gross on video, but it... Now I'm going to show you a soup that I made that was pretty good. Show you the ingredients first. I have my tofu shirataki noodles. I have some water chestnuts, organic chicken broth, baby carrots, onions, and some, it's in Spanish because I bought it in Mexico, but chicken bouillon cubes. So here's the ingredients again. Okay, first things first, I have my shirataki noodles. The package says to rinse them, so that is what I'm going to do. Okay, so they're rinsed. They have a little bit of an unusual smell, but they don't taste like they smell, so don't worry about that. Okay? And now I'm going to boil them for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so I got that in there. Okay, in the meantime I have chopped my carrots, water chestnuts, and onions. Okay, and in my pan over here I have 3 cups of chicken broth boiling, so I'm going to combine these. I'm not going to do it on camera, otherwise I'm going to drop them all. Okay, now my onions and everything's in there. I'm going to add a cube of bouillon, some pepper, and some salt. Ooh, that was a lot of salt. Okay, so over here my noodles are boiling. It says to boil them for 2 to 3 minutes and drain. It's probably been about that long, so I'm actually going to let them drain. Okay. Okay. The soup has been simmering for about 10 minutes. Now I'm going to add the noodles to it. And I'm going to cook it for 5 more minutes. But it smells very good. Here is the finished product. Very good. Okay, I'm not hungry, so I'm not going to have any right now. As far as calorie-wise, this made 3 cups of soup. I normally eat about a half a cup of soup at a time, which means I'm going to get 6 servings. The noodles added 40 calories. The carrots added about 30. The water chestnuts and onion added probably another 30. So I'm up to 100 calories. This isn't exact math, but I would say each half a cup that I eat is going to be about 20 calories. So for a whole meal, which is very filling, 20 calories.